And today, we are proud to recognize 51 remarkable graduates representing both our certified nursing assistant and certified medication aid programs. Individuals who have dedicated themselves to caring for patients, families, and communities across our South Texas region. So, I think you've probably seen that we have some very wonderful guests that are joining us here today. We have a lot of elected officials and other distinguished community members, and if you will allow me, I'm going to read off their names. I'd ask them if they'd like to stand, they can. Some of them may be standing already, because we have such a packed room here. And if you will please hold your applause until the very end. Of course, we have, from the state of, representing the state of Texas, our governor of the state of Texas, the Honorable Greg Abbott. One of our local favorites, our Senator Juan Chuy Hinojosa. I believe we also have, I don't know if he's made it in the room yet, but Senator Adam Hinojosa representing the Senate District 27. Then, okay, please let us know, it's a long list here today. We have State Representative Terry Canales and Frank McCaffrey representing Representative Jamie Lopez's office. From Hidalgo County, we have Mario Reina representing our Hidalgo County Judge, Richard Cortez. He's also a board member of Rioflex. Hi, Mario, I see you back there. Commissioner Eli Torres, someone who is very active in our community. Thank you, Commissioner, for joining us today. Ana Gonzalez, a director representing Hidalgo Precinct 3. And our district attorney, who I saw earlier here, Mr. Terry Palacios. Thank you. From the city of McAllen, our mayor, Javier Villalobos, as well as our chief of police. I see him over there standing in the corner, watching the room very carefully. Our chief of police, Victor Rodriguez. Thank you, chief. From the city of Edinburg, we have our mayor, Omar Ochoa. I think I saw him earlier. Yes, welcome, mayor. Council member Dan Diaz, Council member David Salazar, Council member Jerry Lozano. We also have from the city of Weslaco, our mayor Adrian Gonzalez, Commissioner at Large Israel Gonzalez, Commissioner Leti Lopez, Commissioner Adrian Farias, and Commissioner Jose J.P. Rodriguez. From the city of Mercedes, our Commissioner Joe Martinez. From the city of FAR, we have the city manager, Jonathan Flores, and Victoria Brewster Martinez, representing the mayor's office. From the city of Alton, our police chief, Mark Bettis. And from higher education, my boss is here, Dr. Guy Bailey, president of UTRGV, Ernie Alicena, retired district judge, and the associate vice president at Texas A&M University, there he is, Jason Valerio, regional healthcare liaison, and representing South Texas College. Welcome, Jason. Dr. Fred Farias, who is a former chair of the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, and also an associate dean for external relations for the School of Optometry. Thank you for being here. George Garza, campus director of Southern Career Institute of Texas, and Linda James, representing Texas A&M Kingsville. From Workforce and Chamber Organizations, we have Francisco Almaraz, the Chief Executive Officer of the Workforce Solutions Lower Rio Grande Valley, Adam Gonzalez, Chief Executive Officer and Senior VP for COSTEP and RESTEP, Teclo Garcia, CEO of Mission Economic Development Corporation, Paco Sanchez, the CEO of the Rio Grande Valley Partnership, Karina Lopez and Rondel Garza with the Edinburg Economic Development Corporation, Vanessa Hernandez with Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce, and Ms. Cynthia Sakalinsky, President and CEO of the Rio Grande Valley Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Now, please give them all a big round of applause. There is one also very important person that I would like to recognize, and he is sitting up on the stage, and that's Mr. Dan Baird. He's the chairman of the board of Dwyer Workforce Development. Dan? Our other distinguished members that are on stage will be introduced shortly. So before I turn the spotlight to our scholars, who we're so proud of you today and so happy that you are reaching this milestone, before we get to naming you, I would like to recognize the leaders who helped make this work possible. As CEO of Dwyer Workforce Development, Barb Clapp has dedicated herself to creating opportunities for individuals across the country to pursue meaningful careers in healthcare. Under her leadership, Dwyer Workforce Development has helped thousands of scholars to gain the skills, the confidence, and the support that they need to step into the roles that strengthen our communities. She's also set a very inspiring goal. It says she wants to have 100,000 scholars nationwide by 2030, opening doors for individuals that are ready to answer the call to care. And she's going to make it. So please join me in welcoming an extraordinary woman with endless energy and a heart of gold, the CEO of Dwyer Workforce Development, Ms. Barb Clapp.
Thank you, everyone. I also want to congratulate the scholars. Welcome. You should be very proud of yourselves. And I'm looking forward to seeing you walk across this stage. And I hope that you will remember that this isn't the only part of your journey, because we want you to upskill and we want you to continue to get accreditations in the healthcare market. And we will send you to nursing school or anything else that you dream of doing in the healthcare field. I have the great honor, ladies and gentlemen, Governor Abbott, distinguished guests, of introducing a man whose generosity, vision, and relentless drive have touched countless lives. My friend and colleague, Jack Dwyer. Jack is not simply a successful businessman, he's a true visionary philanthropist. He's someone who wakes up every morning with a mind full of ideas and a heart committed to service. His optimism is not passive, it's active, disciplined, and expressed through tireless work. I've never met anyone who embodies the entrepreneurial spirit like Jack. He sees possibility where others see obstacles, and he moves from idea to action with remarkable courage and clarity. One of the most powerful expressions of his vision is Dwyer Workforce Development. Jack has always been deeply philanthropic, but this initiative represents something extraordinary. It is a way to open doors for people who have been overlooked or underserved, while simultaneously addressing the severe healthcare staffing crisis he understands so well from his own work. Dwyer Workforce Development is not just helping individuals, it's transforming families, creating generational wealth, strengthening communities, and contributing directly to the health of our economy. It is a model of what happens when compassion meets innovation. I have the privilege of helping bring Jack's vision to life, and it's been one of the most meaningful journeys of my career. It challenges me, inspires me, and reminds me that every day of the impact one person's determination can have on the world. I am deeply grateful for the trust Jack has placed in me and for the opportunity to be part of something that is truly changing lives. So with great admiration and even greater respect, I ask you to join me in welcoming a remarkable leader, a generous soul, and a force for good, Jack Dwyer.
First of all, thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate that. But really what I want to emphasize is the most important thing, it's about these first couple of rows right here. This is what it's all about. This is what my vision was, to create jobs for people in underserved markets and just create jobs for people in general. This is an industry that was kind of decimated by COVID, but it's had issues for many, many years. And I'm so proud to see that you all have decided on this as a career. This is the absolute best industry, in my opinion. I'm in a lot of different industries, a lot of different businesses, but there's nothing like the nursing home and assisted living business. To me, that's the key. The most compassionate people that I've ever seen in the world are nurses. And so I'm really so glad that you chose this profession. And what Barb was saying about upscaling, That's what Dwyer Workforce is here. So really, I had this novel approach where I own a bunch of nursing homes, and I used to listen to all these people complain about there's such a shortage in the industry, and nobody ever did anything about it. So finally, I said, look, I've had these nursing homes for a long period of time. I'm going to create that Jack and Nancy Dwyer Workforce Development Company and a nonprofit, and I'm going to sell the nursing homes into this nonprofit. So now all the profits associated with those nursing homes go to create jobs for nurses. It's a perfect approach, and it can accomplish so many things. In fact, we've already trained and placed 11,000 people in jobs, and half of them have been in Texas, okay? And the goal is 100,000 by 2030. But I'm going to tell you something again. There is no possible way this would have been done without Laura Hyatt and her team, and Dan Baird, the chairman. But they made all this happen. They're the ones who came up with the creative ideas, associated with case managers, and just to be the liaison between, the employer and the employee. Just an unbelievable vision that they had once I named Barb as the CEO. She also serves on the bank that I own, and just has been a great business person herself. Sold her business and became on my bank board. And then finally I said, she's the perfect individual to lead this new company that I've created. Anyway, but I have a real privilege today. And I gotta tell you, I do business all throughout the country. And I talk to a lot of different governors. I don't live in Texas, so, I'm an unbiased opinion. So I live in Florida. And I have a great governor there, Governor DeSantis. But, so when I first came, when we created Dwyer Workforce, I met with Governor Abbott and discussed this whole thing that I'm putting together. And he took this real interest in the company because he had a vision to understand what this will do for Texas. Okay, and that's his approach everywhere for what he does, and it's all about Texas. Okay, so I assume, here he is today, and I can tell you, in my opinion, I go all throughout the country. I talk to different governors about health associated with Dwyer Workforce. From day one, he's been introducing me to people. Legislatively, he tries to, have money for Dwyer Workforce so we can spread more training and create more CNAs and more nurses. So there's been no other government in the United States of America that has done that. So in my opinion, he's the best governor in the United States of America. One more thing, you should vote for him.
Well, thank you, Jack, for the great kind words, and thank you for you and your entire team for what you have put together, which is truly remarkable. Maybe the definition of an American, a great American, is far more than just coming here and being successful here. A great American is somebody who gives back to the country and actually makes the country even better. And that's exactly what Jack Dwyer and his team have done. And there's really only one higher thing in life that you could hope to be able to provide. Better than making the United States of America better is making the great state of Texas better. And that's exactly what Jack Dwyer and team have done. Thank you, Jack, for your leadership and everything you've done. Thanks to your team, Dan and Barb, and separately, I want to thank Veronica. It's great to see Veronica Gonzalez once again. We used to work together in the Capitol, and I appreciate appreciate everything that she's doing for UTRGV. Mr. President, good to see you here. Thank you for your leadership and everything you're doing. I'll learn the symbol now. Go back thank you very much. And very importantly, not very importantly, most importantly, to the students, I've heard you call scholars here today. Listen, there's a lot of places in Texas I could be right now. There's no more important place in the entire state for me to be than with you here right now. What you're doing is so inspirational, so aspirational, so graduation. Graduation, you think about it when you're getting a diploma and moving on, but graduation separate from that is taking a step into another realm, another part of your entire life. And what you're doing today is graduating into that next step in your life. Personally, I'm very proud of you. I know the state is also. And because of that, I'm saying here today, this is a proud day for all of these graduates and students here today. Please give it up for everybody for giving the presentation back. You can tell by looking around the room that either there were people who were wandering around and didn't know where they were and came into this room, or you have friends, family members, co-workers, whatever the case may be. I want to thank everybody who's joined here with these students who are graduating, getting their certification, to celebrate their success and what they've been through. Well, on that point, I do want to recognize one other official. Well, they may not be here today, but I send my gratitude to this official, and that is the fire marshal, for allowing so many people together in this room for this incredible celebration. In addition to it being a proud day for the people I'm looking at right now, I want you to know this is equally a proud day for the state of Texas. Listen, in Texas, we've been focused on being the #1 state in America for the best workforce in America. And today celebrates yet another step, another pathway toward us achieving that goal. Texas teams with organizations like Dwyer Workforce Development, with the Texas Workforce Commission, with education institutions like UTRGV, to reduce barriers to employment in the state. And today is just the latest, most recent example of us achieving that goal. But importantly for you, called graduates, for you, what you're doing by getting your certificate, and as I was told earlier by one of you, I think all of you, or almost all of you, are going directly from certification into employment. What you're doing is more than just a job. What you're doing is stepping into a calling, a noble calling to serve other people. The need for qualified care, especially in the RGV, is a rapidly growing area. Certified nursing assistants and medical aides are indispensable to delivering the health care to our fellow Texans that they so desperately need. Y'all are entering a profession where your daily servant leadership will address the needs of patients and their families. Every change of clothes, every blood pressure check, every task that you perform means that everything to those who cannot take care of themselves alone. But just as important, I'm proud of the steps that you all have taken that brings you to this stage here today. I know that some of you come from challenging circumstances. Some of you have not had support of family or friends. But through your grit, through your determination, you have seized control of your own charted a new path for your future. When we were up here earlier, taking pictures, I saw on top of your hats, I call them hats, what are they called? Mortarboards, cap and gown. Many of you have decorated your hats and have things on them. One of you, I'm about to read this. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you may stand and show what I'm about to say that's on top of your hat. What I'm about to read to you is what I saw on the hat. And it's a sentiment that is repeated by several of you here today. On this particular hat, it said, I thought about quitting, but remembered who was watching. Who has that? Let's see it. Show it to us. That's awesome. I have no doubt that others of you thought about quitting. You may have thought about quitting before you ever entered into this program. You may have thought about quitting during the course of the program. Know this. That thought that was in your head, there may have been in all of your heads. That goes through the minds of everybody. All of us at one point, actually many points in our lives. Think about that concept of quitting. What makes us great, though, is understanding that we have within ourselves the ability to deny that desire to quit and to rise above it. Here's the reality. Adversity is a part of life. It's a part of everyone's life. We all face it. But here's maybe the most important thing I can tell you. We cannot and we should not allow adversity to stop us from moving forward in life. Instead, we have to rise above it. Now, I'm here today to tell you that yes, even governors face those life-altering decisions. When I was just 26 years old, I got up in the morning, got dressed, walked into the closet, walked into the bathroom, walked into the kitchen, and later on that day, I walked through the apartment door outside and went for a run. I had no idea that as I walked around my apartment that morning, I would never walk again in my entire life. Because it was that day that I was out running when a massive oak tree far higher than double the height of the room that we're in right now crashed down on my back, fractured my vertebrae, my spinal cord, leaving me paralyzed and a paraplegic for the rest of my life. You have no idea what it feels like for someone who is paralyzed, unable to walk, and going through all the other things that nerve damage causes about the desire to quit. To just never do anything again. But you also have come to realize yourselves what it means to overcome that urge to quit and to summon inside yourselves the ability to respond to that. And that is what I learned in life. It's what you have learned in life. And that is that your destiny is not determined by how you're challenged. Instead, you yourselves, each of you get yourself to determine your own destiny by how you respond to those challenges. The way you respond to those challenges has allowed you to earn the certificate you're getting here today. Has allowed you to rise above a challenging life situation. To be here on a stage and see your own life going down a pathway where it's going to be more than just for your life, it's going to be a pathway where you're making the lives of other people even better. You know, Jesus spoke about works of mercy in his famous Sermon on the Mount. They include feeding the hungry, giving drink to the thirsty, clothing the naked, caring for the sick. These works lead to sanctity. Through your careers, through your daily lives, you are doing these selfless acts every single day. You can say what most people are unable to say. When you go home from work every day, you will be able to say that you have made a difference in the life of somebody else. You get to do that every single day. So congratulations on this remarkable achievement on your part. I wish you all the best in your careers, wherever they may go. May God bless you all. And may God forever bless the great state of Texas.
We also want to thank you for your strong support of workforce development efforts all across the Rio Grande Valley and in the state of Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate these 51 scholars who have completed their CNA and their CMA programs. Each of them have worked tirelessly to reach this achievement, and their dedication and compassion is going to make a real difference in the lives of so many people living here in Rio Grande Valley. Today, we recognize the CNA program, the Certified Nursing Assistant Program graduates, as well as the Certified Medication Aid class. 3 of the classes for the CNA were able to join us today. 1 class is currently completing testing and working at their jobs, but we're just as proud of their accomplishments and recognize them today as well. So now we will begin with our first class, and I'd like to call Instructor Betty Wilson to come up. Betty Wilson is our LVN, who will join us on stage to congratulate her students. As I call each scholar's name, they'll receive their certificate from the choir's team, and the ones that are based here in the Rio Grande Valley, and that is Ms. Joan Garza, Mr. Hannah Rosas, case manager. Let's begin with our students. Juan Bueno. Araceli Hernández. Griselda Pérez. Lisa Rodríguez. Tanya Selly. And Kayla Shelton. Please give a big round of applause for our family. It is now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for this class, Griselda Perez, who will share remarks on behalf of her fellow brothers.
Good afternoon, everyone. Instructors, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. A special thank you to Dryer Workforce, and to Governor Abbott for being with us today. Today is not just a graduation. It is a celebration of the dedication, compassion, and most importantly, the resilience that we all share. When we first started the program, many of us walked it nervous, unsure, and even a little overwhelmed. However, we quickly learned that becoming a CNA is not just about passing exams or endless clinical hours. It's about heart. We learned how to take vitals, prevent infections, assist with mobility, and provide personal care. Most importantly, we learned how to care for people who have done so much for themselves but now need us. We learned what being a CNA really means. It means holding the hand when someone feels alone, offering patience when someone is confused or afraid, providing dignity when someone feels they've lost control, and showing compassion even on our hardest days. We didn't just become CNAs, we became a team. We encouraged each other before exams, helped each other master skills, and reminded each other why we started when things got tough. To our instructors, thank you for your patience, guidance, and for pushing us to be better than we thought we could be. Thank you for shaping us into professionals. To our families, thank you for your support, your sacrifice, guidance, and to our families, thank you for your support, sacrifice, and your belief in us. This achievement belongs to you as well. Today, we are not just graduates. We are caregivers, advocates, and prime examples that no matter what journey in life we are on, we are brought to this path for a reason, to care. We should all be very proud. Congratulations, class of 2026, we did it.
Congratulations and thank you, Griselda. And I wanted just to say, for all the families out here, you must feel such tremendous pride in seeing your children or grandchildren or nieces, nephews going through this today. This is such a wonderful accomplishment, not just for the scholar, but for the entire family. So congratulations to all of you. We will now move on to class number 2. Our instructor, Maggie Rodriguez, if you'll come up. Our first scholar is Jorge Adán. Janessa Benítez de León. Leanne Cabrales. Melanie Dominguez. Angela Garza. Valerie Gomez. Anicha González. Jeannie Palacio. And Jessica Treviño. Please give a big round of applause for our senior class. And Jessica, don't go too far because you are our valedictorian for class CNA class number 2, and she will share a few words.
Buenas tardes, con el corazón lleno de gratitud. Quiero dar un gran agradecimiento a todos los que hicieron que hoy sea posible que estemos en este lugar graduándonos como auxiliares de enfermería. Estamos luchando día a día para salir adelante, para nuestras mayores motivaciones. Por ejemplo, yo, mis hijos. Quiero dar las gracias a las compañías Wellstation y DWD por la oportunidad que nos dieron para poder completar esta meta y poder crecer en nuestra carrera de salud. A nuestra instructora Maggie por todas sus enseñanzas y su paciencia. Mis padres, mis suegros, mi familia, mis hijos, mi pareja. A mis compañeros de clase que todos los días me dijeron, tú puedes. Gracias a todo este apoyo, estamos viendo cómo lo que un día fue hoy se convierte en realidad. Hoy somos más fuertes que ayer y aunque la lucha es larga, estamos seguros de que vamos por el camino correcto al estar aquí. Vamos con la frente en alto, viendo cuál será nuestro próximo paso en este camino en el cuidado de la salud. Una vez más, gracias. Estamos viviendo esta
Thank you. Gracias y felicidades. Beautiful words. Now we will welcome our class number 3. Our instructor is Leonor Perez. Ana Benavides. Rocio Granados. Yolanda Olmeda. Elizabeth Ortiz. Brittany Rosales. Belma Salazar. Lluvia Villa. Esmeralda Lima. And we have some from our RGE College, Desiree Abigail Vega. Victoria Anciso. Vanessa Ortiz. And Sandra Guzman. Again, a big applause for our classroom. We'd like to welcome our valedictorian in this class, Ms. Belma Salazar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished instructors, honored guests, family members, and my fellow graduates. Thank you for being here to celebrate this special moment with us. Standing here today at valedictorian is truly an honor, but this achievement does not belong to me alone. It belongs to every one of my classmates who worked hard, supported each other, and never gave up, even when the journey became challenging. When we first began the program, many of us felt nervous and unsure. We were stepping into a profession that carried tremendous responsibility. We were learning not just new skills, but how to take care of people during their most sensitive and vulnerable moments. Throughout our training, we learned how to take vital signs, assist in daily care, and follow important medical procedures. But most importantly, we learned something deeper: how to show compassion, patience, dignity, and respect to every patient that we serve. Being a nurse aide is more than just a job, as we've heard here. It's a calling, as the governor spoke. Every day we have the opportunity to comfort someone who is afraid. Help someone regain their strength and remind patients that they are not alone. There were moments during the program that things felt difficult, long hours of studying, practicing new skills, and balancing personal responsibilities tested the determination of many of us here. Yet every challenge made us stronger and more prepared for the path ahead. I want to take this moment to thank our instructor, the staff. Your dedication, guidance, and patience have shaped us into the healthcare professionals that we are becoming this day. You did more than teach us skills. You inspired us. Not just inspired us, but you showed us how to care with our hearts. To our families and loved ones, thank you for your encouragement and support. Your belief in us helped us reach this milestone. And to my fellow graduates, today marks not the end of the journey, but the very beginning as we step into hospitals, nursing homes, and healthcare facilities. We will carry the knowledge, the compassion, the commitment that we gain here. Let us remember, every patient we meet is someone's parent, someone's grandparent, sibling, friend. A simple act of kindness, a reassuring word, a gentle smile makes a world of difference. Class, we have proven that hard work, perseverance, compassion, with this we can overcome any challenge. I'm incredibly proud to stand among you today. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Your future begins now. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. That was beautiful. I would like now to invite all of our CNA graduates to stand for the ceremonial turning of the tassel. Our CNAs. Okay, as we conclude this part of your journey, please join me in turning your tassels from right to left, symbolizing your transition from students to graduates. Did that feel good? Thank you so much. You can take your seats. As you've heard, at Dwyer Workforce Development, we strongly believe in career advancement and building pathways within healthcare. So today we also celebrate our certified medication aid graduates, individuals who have taken the next step in their healthcare careers. Please welcome Dr. Rita Hernandez from the Cameron County Education Initiative, Sarah Kianajad, RN, and Tristan O'Quinn, board members. Please join us on stage. And we will now have our CMA scholars come up to get their certificate. Yolanda Alejo. Adania Chavez. Jocelyn Chavez. Nayeli Teo de Gaitán. Yuraima Gallardo. Melody Herrera. Dalila López. Sarah Mata. Araceli Ontiveros. Jacqueline Rodriguez. Rugiatu Su. John Vela. And Holly Ann Zubizar. Please give a round of applause to our Now I'd like to call up Ms. Sarah Mata, the valedictorian for the CMA class. Hello everyone. It is truly an honor to stand here. As the valedictorian of our medication, this achievement is not only mine, it belongs to all of us. Every single one of us worked hard, pushed through challenges, and stayed committed to reaching this goal. This program was not easy. Many of us balanced work, family, and other responsibilities while studying day and night and preparing for exams.
There were moments when we felt tired or even doubtful, but through it all we showed up, we supported one another, encouraged each other, and kept moving forward. Becoming a medication aide is about more than passing exams or learning procedures. It is about responsibility, compassion, and trust. It means being someone that the patient and the families can depend on during important moments in their care. I would like to take a moment to thank our instructor for guidance, patience, and dedication you gave us throughout this program. You challenged us to do our best and prepared us for the responsibilities ahead. To my classmates, I am incredibly proud of you and honored to graduate alongside you today. And to my family, thank you for your love, support, and encouragement, and for always believing in me even when I doubted myself. Today marks the beginning of something meaningful for all of us as we move forward. Let's continue to lead with care, integrity, and heart in everything we do. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it.
Congratulations, and thank you for those beautiful words. So now, CMA class, please stand so that we can do the turning of your tassels. So as you move forward in your journey, now is your chance to turn your tassel. And that now symbolizes that you are now a graduate. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate not just a milestone that was achieved by each of our Dwyer Scholars, but a future full of promise for each of them and for our community. These graduates are ready to step up and step into their careers and will strengthen the Rio Grande Valley, care for families, and build a healthier Texas. On behalf of Dwyer Workforce Development, our instructors, families, and community partners, congratulations to everyone in the class of 2026. Your journey is just beginning, and we can't wait to see what all that you accomplish. Congratulations to all of you.